Now you can see me.
Yeah, we can see you. We can see you.
Yep.
Ahora, what's up, bro?
Yeah, can everybody hear? All the CRs, are you present? First years?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let us start now. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm good evening to everybody. Yeah, once again, welcome you all for this August gathering, that is Alumni Talk. Today we have alumni coming from a very long distance. He's from UK. He has been to UK from last 2 years, I suppose. Batch of 2009 and 11, first batch, Mr. Prashanth Kumar. Now he's working in UK as a SAP consultant there. Very good student, in fact, very calm student, very brilliant. I welcome Prashanth. I welcome you to this alumni talk to just tell you what is going on. Prashanth, are you there, right?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah. So to tell you what actually was going on from the last 1 week was, we are organizing the alumni talks to interact the present batches so that you can share your experiences, your journey in CMR, and what actually you have gained out of CMR. All these experiences were shared by your other friends also from last 1 week of various batches. In fact, your batchmate Satish, the president of Alumni, also has come in on the second day. It was a wonderful session. Now, I should thank you, Prashant, because in spite of your busy schedule today, working day, you have given us the time because your time is almost 4.5 hours behind Indian Standard Time. So it's almost, I think it's 11:30 there.
Yeah, it's 11:30 here.
Yes. So welcome for this gathering. You have in front of you, the entire MBA department, the present faculty, and the students of first years as well as second years. Now, Prashant, please tell us about all your experiences of your CMR journey and how CMR has helped you to, get onto that level and get settled in a foreign country, and still you're very much fond of CMR because you keep on posting the thing in CMR family or otherwise CMR website. So that's good. You people are very active. So welcome Prashant. Welcome to this alumni talk, and I hand it over to you, Prashant from UK. I think you are in Lancashire, right? So that is reminding from last night. I was reminding or recollecting all my UK days. 10 years ago, I was there. Yeah. So thank you, Prashant. Thank you and welcome once again. And please go ahead. I request you to share your experiences with the present batch.
Yeah.
Prashant, over to you, Prashant.
Hello, everybody, and good evening. Hope you are doing fine at the current situation. And thanks, Harish sir, for introducing me very well. So, first of all, I would want everybody not to treat this session as something like a knowledge seeking or some jnana or upadesh or something like that. So it's just a conversation between you and a MBA passed out of CMR college. Okay, so you can shoot me with any questions, but just expect the answers to what all I can do. Well, so to share my experience, I would like to say a little more about myself so that you're aware what I am and what is my background, right? So I think I see I see 99 participants are there. So in this 1 hour, even if one person is getting some benefit out of this session, then I'll be very happy, right? Uh, First of all, I did my graduation from Aurora, Chikadpalli, and then I have got a placement in TCS in 2008, right? But because of the recession in 2008, they did not call us for, and then I thought of doing MBA, right? So after waiting 1 year, I wrote ICET exam, and then I've got around 3,000 change rank. And then because Aurora was in Osmania affiliated, I had no intentions to join CMR in the initially, right? So I knew there was a rumor going on, like generally in JNTU, the study will not be equally compatible high with the Osmania University subject. But then because one of my friend has joined in CMR, so I thought, okay, let me just give it a go with CMR, right? And I want this session to be in a two-way interactive session. I don't want to be a mono speaking session. So people, you can just say yes or no, whatever, whenever you want. And after going to CMR college, I have seen the campus, right? And because the college CMRTC just established in 2009, the new one, we had to submit the document in the old college, right? So I've seen the infrastructure of the college, classrooms and all. There was only one building when we joined. So I felt like I've seen, after seeing the PGDM class, which is in the ground floor, I believe even now, it's a very good, and everything was brand new, right? Uh, there was land, but everything was not so organized. And because we are MBA, we don't we don't need any electronics or any other labs as such. But then I thought, okay, I liked the PGTM class, and I've heard that we are going to be taught in the same class. Then I've seen the faculty, not all of them on the joining day, but yes, there were a few, but everyone was friendly. And then I thought, okay, I had no intentions or no thoughts in my mind. Sorry. So I had no intentions or no thoughts about what's going to happen in this college or how the study will be. I didn't have any thoughts in mind. And then as the days passing, because we were the first batch, uh, we used to be so friendly with the faculty, and the faculty used to treat us very friendly. It's like a mutual understanding between the faculty and the students, right? So we took that as an advantage, and we did so much fun. So we used to tease the lecturers as generally the students do, right? We used to go on trips. The college conducted many events, and we used to organize. And we used to bunk the classes. We used to go for movies. So why I'm saying all this is because if you think MBA will be the final stage of your education, right? So after MBA, no one will treat you like a student. So you will have some responsibilities, and you'll have to focus on your career. And once you start doing a job in the company, they will not treat you as, okay, he's my student. Even if he do some mistake, let me correct him. No, nothing is going to happen, right? So MBA is the final stage in your career. So you should do all your fun, enjoy, right? And the other side, yes, this is also the major stage where you need to focus on your career. You need to concentrate on your education. All right. So when I say concentrate, it just doesn't mean that get some bookish knowledge, read theoretically and get all the theory into your minds and go out from the college, passing the examination, and that's it. But what I mean when I say concentrate on studies, you should always try to develop your skills, because the moment when you have choose an MBA, you should be well prepared that yes, if you are going into a marketing or sales stream, you should have interpersonal skills, communication skills, presentation skills, right? And as well in the finance and HR, the same is needed, right? This is not something like just sit somewhere in accounts department, type something, that's it. It is not the regular job what MBA is gonna do, right? So when I say concentrate on your studies, try participating in the events, try organizing events, organizing workshops. Whenever you get any invitation from any colleges saying, yes, there's a presentation and we are inviting you, just participate, just give your name. You have Google where you can find all the information you need, right? So you should spend so much time when you're in college so that you will, if you are picking up any presentation on any subject, if you want to deliver it, you should spend your time on searching to collect the or gather the information related to that topic, right? So make the notes, and for the first time, in the first attempt, you will feel, yes, this is not so mature, so I need to correct them, right? So you will make mistakes. You will make many mistakes because there may be people from village background. There may be people from Telugu medium background. There may be people who have some stage fear, right? So all this, once you start presenting yourself on the stage, everything will go off. But the thing is, all these mistakes you can do when you are in college, because uh, they are your classmates or your friends who are going to listen to your presentation. And even if you make a mistake, the faculty is going to correct you, right? But if you feel like, yes, I know all these things, I know I don't need to listen to anyone, or I can present myself well, or anything, you are making a mistake, because you will get to know yourself better when you do something. If you say that just watching a cricket, this guy is not playing well, this guy is not batting well, this guy is not hitting a sixer, if you go there and play, then you will know about yourself, how much strength you have, how much how much ability you have to present yourself, right? So do mistakes to develop in your career, right? Everyone will learn from their mistakes. Unless you step on to do something, you're not going to know about yourself, right? So just participate in all the events, presentations, because I know that when I was in the college, I did not have these kind of sessions, but just faculty used to guide us on everything. Harish sir, if I remember, he used to teach us the international marketing in the second year, right? So I was a student, like I used to participate in every event, right? It is out of two things, that I can bunk the classes, I'll get the attendance as well. If I presenting something, I can say, yes, I'm preparing for this presentation, so I'll get the attendance. But then also I had this zeal that, yes, I need to become something, right? So you should always have that goal. Yes, it is not that I should just get a job after going out of this college or after completing MBA immediately, but you should always have a long-term goal. When you have a long-term goal, make a strategy to reach that goal. Yes, in order to reach that goal, I need to have these skills, right? So all these skills you will learn, you will get only in the college time, right? So uh, the faculty, they will help you a lot in achieving these skills anytime, right? So you can just, if you have some idea in your minds like, sir, I have something in my mind, and if we conduct this event or if we organize this event, then probably it will be benefit to every student, and the faculty will listen. They will definitely listen, because this is what happened in our when I was studying MBA as well, right? Sorry. So I used to participate in every event organized by be it Malareddy College or be it any other XYZ college, and we used to get the prizes for CMR, right? So just standing there on the stage and receiving a prize in front of many students, we should I say everybody should feel that, right? So don't miss any opportunity when you're in college. Participate in any event. Think everything practically. So just there'll be a lot many things in your book in marketing, let's say. So they'll be explaining about how to do marketing, how to do sales, how to reach a customer. I don't really remember what exactly was there in the books, but yes, customer theory or something like that. So it is not that just read it and by heart, or just learn it and write in the exam and go out. So think it in a practical way, right? So just think whatever is there in the theory, just think, okay, is this going to happen practically when I go selling some product, when I go marketing some product, right? And you should do this workshop in the college. Just spend a day asking your faculty, saying, yes, we will keep some stall here, right? And get some products like whatever products you want to sell, laptop, a chair, or a briefcase, or you may feel these products are cheap, but yes, these companies are making so much money, and definitely some of you may get job in those companies. So you should never feel that any product is cheaper, right? Because the companies will make hell out of money by selling these small products, even if it is cheaper, right? So you can put a stall and arrange, make the groups into teams, and divide them into teams, and ask them to present themselves, like sell this product. So you should do all this. Then I will definitely say that you are going to learn in a real ground what happens when you go to sell some product or market some product, or even if you are a HR, what is going to happen. Even if you choose, if you are chosen finance, what is going to happen. So you should really do all this events, right? So this is first suggestion I can give you. And then secondly, uh, probably I can say all, if you can do all this in the first year, you can improve yourself in the second year, right? So you should keep this as a continuous events. Like in the first year, just do this 10 events, and in the second year, that will become normal, right? So when it becomes normal, you will become normal to present or to do your job. So when it becomes normal, you will be learning more and more skills. So when you go to the real ground, it will be easy for you to grow in your company, right? So you should make a first step in your college, not in the company, right? And then, yes, uh, after first year, getting into the second year, now you should be little serious and focused on what to do next. I mean, after completing MBA, what to do. So there are few people who will immediately get the job in the campus placements, and there are people who get maybe after a year, after 2 years. But if you don't have all these skills, then I will say that even if you get the job immediately after completing MBA, there will be no use, right? Because I have seen few people who have got placed in the campus placements immediately, but then after 5 years, they are still there in the same position, which means, yes, do you think that they don't have any talent? They do have, but what is that lacking in them? It is that the dedication or the seriousness or the interpersonal skills, so many are there, right? And there are people who have got the job after 2 years of completing MBA, but within 3 years, they are like the team leaders, but they are superiors. So, which means they have all these skills and they implemented what all they learned when they are studying in their job, right? So, I'll say don't ignore anything when you're studying, when you're in college. Do fun, do enjoy, but yes, on the same side, on the other side, you should also concentrate on developing your skills, right? So there could be some people who have their own business and they want to run their own business. That's fine. So there's nothing that we can say, no one can restrict them. It depends on your own choice. But what I say, what I suggest is that first start learning from the basics because the basics are so much important when you're growing in your career, right? Why basics are important? Because when you become a manager or when you have some people under you, you need to guide them, right? So when they come to you saying that I have some problem, you need to guide them in such a way that it should be a successful for them and for you as well, right? So you can give them the correct suggestion when you know what happens in the real ground. So you will know what happens in the real ground when you know the basics, when you do those things in your initially, right? So I say is that don't ignore any small thing, right? Don't ignore. So in the second year, I know that CMR, you should be lucky to study in CMR because there are many colleges in the city and outside of the city affiliated to OU and affiliated to JNTU. There are good faculty, there are bad faculty, but end of the day, I think someone is, thank you. So end of the day, even if the faculty is good, the success depends on individual, right? So even if the faculty is teaching you well, they are providing all the facilities you need. They are helping students as much you want. But if you don't have any intentions to grow, developing your skills, there's nothing anyone can do, right? So it is you who should concentrate or who should have some goal, right? So CMR is, I think it's one of the best colleges in and around Hyderabad and Secunderabad because it has a very good infrastructure, right? And I've heard that 180 is the strength of uh, the students. When I was studying, there were only 60 students. So because of the goodwill of the college and the good faculty, I know generally they get the students. And you can do all the physical activities as well because of the good infrastructure what CMR has. And even after passed out, I'm still in touch with the faculty. I used to attend for the annual day occasions and many other occasions as well. I may have seen some of you in the college maybe sometime back. I don't remember now, but the reason why I'm in touch with the faculty is that they always treat, even after passing out, they always help us, right? So even if you have, or if you need any suggestions or any advices, the faculty will definitely help. I believe that, right? So CMR is a good place and they will get the placements as well. I got placed in one of the Indian company uh, before passing out MBA. I worked there for 6 months. I finished my project as well in the same company, but then I moved into another company later. So, as per the current COVID situations, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I do have a hope that, and I know after speaking to Harish sir, that they are trying very hard to get the placements as well, right? So, even if it is a failure, even if no company comes to recruit you, I say that don't lose your hopes because this is the situation. The globe, worldwide, every country is facing this pandemic situation, right? So you should not lose hopes and you should not get demotivated. You should not go to depression saying that, oh my God, I'm going to complete my MBA in this year now. But then I see a recession coming. I see many of the jobs are laid off. That doesn't matter. You're still a student, right? You have so much of time to get a job. Maybe there are people who have a poor family background, financial backgrounds, but still, everyone should try hard. Everyone should try hard to get a job, even if it is not in the campus placements. After going out, just you should always do your research. Always do research. Always try to find something. Find something. Like, yes, I need a job. I would like to get a job. But how will you get a job? What is the first step you need to do? Right? So if you say, okay, I would like to do marketing, fine. What kind of marketing? Is it sales or is it marketing? Okay, it's sales I want to do. Fine, sales. So what kind of sales you want to do? Because there are like inbound sales, outbound sales, institutional sales, channel sales, distribution sales. There are many sales categorized, right? So just decide what skills you have, in which segment you will fit in, right? So just write down everything on your paper, right? And yes, now I have skills. So I would like to get into institutional sales. Okay. So what all the companies will have this kind of institutional sales? Fine, X company, Y company, Z company, A to Z company, right? After making this list, try to find out how can I get a job in these companies? What is the process they are following? Do they have any consultancy whom I can approach and submit my profile, or uh, can I get a job directly from the company, a call from the company directly? So just know the ways how the company recruits people, right? Because in the campus placements, you don't need to worry about all this. Just company comes and attend the aptitude or group discussion or the interview or anything, and that's it. If you perform well, you will be recruited. But after going out, you will not have any guidance, which is what happened in my case, right? So just try finding everything, searching for everything. So once you get a job, it is not end of the story, right? You're not going to end your life being in a small position, in the starting position, right? So what to do to grow in your career, right? What to do to grow in your career, how you will grow in your career. So people get jobs based on so many things. I can't say them here, but yes, people do get jobs based on talent, based on they may be knowing some people in the company, or they may have their father is working or their uncle is working. There are many cases people do get jobs, but don't just get demotivated yourself if you're not getting job immediately, and don't compare with any of your fellow mates, right? So my friend has got the job and this friend has got the job. Bloody hell, he even doesn't study anything, but he got the job and I'm not getting any job. Just don't compare with anyone. You know what you are, you know what skills you have. Just be patient, right? You will get the job one day. So you should have that patience and keep on trying. Someday you will have a break, right? So after getting the job, uh, I started my career with sales, marketing. I've dealt with many products. To name some of them as such, the office furnitures like carpets, ceilings, workstations, chairs, everything that is related to set up an office. Office doesn't mean that a small office, don't consider like the corporate office. If you go to the real world, you will come to know what is the importance of each product, right? So if you go to some company, let's say Infosys, right? You will see, Infosys is a big campus in Hyderabad. They have two big campuses. So I don't know whether you have any idea or not, but there are more than 20,000 people are working just in Hyderabad for Infosys. So just assume how many chairs they need, how many workstations they need, how much carpet they need, what is the ceiling they are using, what is the paint they are using, what is the brick they are using, cement. So every product matters, right? Every product matters. So you are not sure now which product company you are going to get a job. But the basic things, what needed to sell a product is important for you to learn in this stage, be it any product, right? So after getting into the company, you will be able to, decide the customer segment, which customer segment you need to sell, you need to focus, you need to approach, right? So I did the same thing. I started my career in marketing. I worked for three companies, uh, the office furnitures, paint industry, and the ceiling industry, right? And then I moved on to software because of I had some other things in my mind going on. Uh, Apart from marketing, I think some of you people might have chosen HR and finance, right? So I know there are maybe people, uh, I mean, especially girls, they feel like, yes, I'm a girl, I should not go into the marketing field. Better if I stay in HR or in finance because I can't go outside and I cannot roam on the roads, I cannot do marketing. That's not true. That's not at all true, because there are girls everywhere now, not only in the finance or HR, there are in marketing as well, and they are succeeding, right? So you should not ignore any stream. Just think about on which thing you have interest from your heart, right? So if you want to meet people and sell products from your heart, if you have that interest in you, then yes, go for marketing. Don't think anything else. If you know that you can do accounts well, you can do calculations well, you can make the account, I don't know how to explain about the finance thing, but if you have that thing in your mind, then go to finance, choose finance. And you know that you have interpersonal skills and recruiting skills, you would like to assess the mentality of the people, then go for HR, right? So don't think that, yes, because I'm a girl or because I'm a guy, I'm a boy. So don't think based on these assumptions. every field people are there, no matter which gender they are, right? So even if you have chosen finance and HR or marketing, make sure that yes, you're learning what all needed for this specialization, for finance, for HR, for marketing. Just make sure that yes, you're learning them properly in your college, right? Because once after you start a job, if you do any mistake, right, it's gonna impact on the company. It's gonna impact on the revenue. So there'll be no one to correct you. They'll simply scold you. They'll fire you, right? It is not that okay, I did this mistake. Okay, no problem, dear. Just learn from this mistake. Get on to the other one. I'll handle it. No, not gonna happen. Because in this situation, after COVID, once someone finds the vaccine, after the things go normal, I don't think that the people will take everything easily in the company because of the huge demand, and there'll be so many unemployed people who will be trying to get the jobs. So it becomes hectic for every person to survive in the job, right? So I say that don't ignore anything. Learn whatever you have to learn in your college. After starting a job in the company, try not to make any mistake. So before doing anything, just think twice. Is this the correct way to do, or is this the correct thing to talk? Whatever, right? Of course, I know that in marketing, people sometimes they have choices, but in finance and HR, in finance particularly because they will be dealing with the money, they might not have choices, right? Fine. So I think now you can shoot your questions if you have any questions.
Yeah, Prashant, let me start from my side. Okay,
Okay.
so normally students after their graduation they just go to other countries for post graduation. Maybe it may be engineering, it may be ordinary graduation, but
Mm-hmm.
I know they generally go for post graduation like MBA or MS and all those things. But now, how could you manage the things? You already completed your MBA over here. No doubt you're in a different field, software development.
Yeah.
But otherwise, how this MBA has helped you to grab that particular placement and the position there? Do you really think
Well,
that MBA matters a lot? And do you think that after MBA, you have a space in other countries based on
yeah, I got you. I got your
yeah
question.
yeah.
So, as I was saying continuously, that we need to develop all our skills, right? So, be it in a software profession or be it in any profession, all these skills we can learn only in MBA, right? Because if you are a BTech student or any other graduation student, uh, they will not have, I mean, they will have their subject knowledge only in their, which helps only to their profession, right? But in MBA, you will be learning a managing part, right? Managerial part. So managerial part is necessary in every profession, even if you are in a software or even if you are in a sales or in any profession. Definitely, all these skills which you will learn in MBA are necessary to grow in your career, right? So, definitely, I can say that I used to participate in the presentations. I used to visit so many colleges, organize the events. So, all those skills help me a lot, right? So, there could be some things lacking in us, but yes, based on experience, we will be improving those skills which are lacking in us. So all these skills, like now I'm in UK, it doesn't mean that I did a great thing, right? If you visit any other country like UK or US, just on a visit purpose, you will come to know that world is very small, right? World is of opportunities. Don't restrict yourself to India or I don't live in your whatever. So as Hari sir is saying that if someone has in your minds that you should go to abroad and study MS, do it. Just do it. So don't feel that you will be a foreigner here and you don't speak English well, or just remove everything from your mind, because we should be proud. All the Indians should be proud because if you visit Europe countries like Italy, Austria, or any other country, they can't even, like 70% of the people cannot speak English, but still they are successful. So just proud of yourself. If you are just speaking even normally, just proud of yourself, and you can go anywhere. You can go anywhere in the world, right? So all these skills will definitely help you. Damn sure they'll definitely help you. You are in any profession, be in any profession, right? Because managing will be there in any profession, right? And presentation will be there in any profession, be it sales or be it finance or anything, software or anything, right? So all this you can learn from your education. All right. Is it okay, Hari sir?
Yeah.
Did
We
I?
got it. Yeah, we got it, Prashant. Yeah, any more queries from the student side? We are running short of time, but we have plenty of things to ask. Anybody coming from first year or second year, please?
Sir,
I
this is Ma,
have
sir.
one question, sir.
Yeah, who is
Yeah, go
this?
ahead.
37.
Emma, sir.
Emma, yeah, please.
Can I? Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, may I know how do you face an obstacles coming in your career as well as in your education? Like,
Well, so in the education, what kind of obstacles you're talking, I don't know. But if it is like uh, reading the subject or understanding it or how to present in the exams, if these kind of obstacles, I never had, to be honest, because I was always 80% student, so I never had these obstacles in my education. But in career, yes, I had many obstacles, but always you should know that you're not less than anyone else, right? Because if you are in a starting career, your manager will treat you as a starter. It doesn't mean that you should have the complete knowledge in you and you should deliver everything, right? Because at the starting level, you should know only what you should know to get the job done, right? So there are like people who steal the work what you did, right? So let's say if you completed one job today, tomorrow a smart person will steal, saying that yes, I did this job and not her. She didn't do. I did the job. So these obstacles you will definitely learn when you're working, when you get experience, right? So these are nothing, these are not something like, yes, do this or do that. If I say this is what exactly happened with you also, even when you start your job. For every person, the obstacles, they'll have different. If they have some skills in somewhere, they'll be lacking in somewhere, so they will become obstacles for them, right? So just whenever you find some obstacle, don't try to repeat it again. Just learn from that obstacle, right? So if let's say you don't know how to write in the examination, then do it in the internal examination. Ask your faculty, sir, I need some more examination just for me to make sure that I present well in the final exam, right? So all these steps, I think if you follow, obstacles will be everywhere till your end of your life. It is not just at the education or just at the starting stage of your career. It will be there till end of your life. So you should be prepared that yes, I will get this problem, but I should know how to treat that problem, right? So don't just stop there, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
This is Shobha, sir.
Hi, Shobha.
My question is, what kind of activities you attended in CMRTC and how it was helped to your success?
Well, that's a good question. So while I was in CMR, as I was saying, we used to get the invitations whenever there is state level presentations in other colleges, in any other campuses, right? So the first thing I do whenever the notification comes, just get up, raise my hand, I give my name. That's it. I will never think about, oh my God, what topic I'll choose, how will I prepare, how to present myself. I don't think anything. Just yes, give my name. And then you have plenty of time to pick a topic and prepare whatever. You will always have some time to prepare yourself, right? So I used to participate in all the presentations, and I've got so many prizes. But I have those frames and all they have given. And then the CMR conducted some events because we were only 60 students. Among ourselves, we divided 16 to 14, and we used to organize the events like, let's say each event will have maybe 5 rounds or 6 rounds. So you should decide yourself what kind of rounds you need to conduct, right? So how to organize, how to manage them. So all this you should do yourself. And if you have something in your mind like, okay, sir, for this annual day, I would like to conduct this event. It could be a cricket, or it could be a football, it could be anything, or it could be a workshop. If you have something in your mind, just go to the faculty and do that. And definitely, uh, we did the same thing when we were in MBA, right? So all these things we should be doing,
Yeah, sir.
right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello,
Good
sir.
evening, sir. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Sir, I'm Neeraja. I want to know about how to make a career in SAP as a fresher.
Okay. Well, that's a big question. Probably I cannot answer in this call because it takes a lot of time. Probably you can take my contact from Harish sir, and you can contact me.
Then Neeraja, I'm going to share his number to you so that you can know everything about SAP, okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, hi.
Uh, how the interviewer looking for the SAP candidates, like without SAP and SAP candidates? Is there a lot of questions, a lot of modules is there, like HANA, ABAP, FICO, MM? So which module could be the full demand in that market?
Well, I can't get into the subject-wise discussion here because people, only few people will have interest in SAP, right? So the normal procedure, be it any interview, be it marketing or be it software or anything, the basic skills what you need to have is present yourself. Even if you have 60% knowledge on the subject, present it well, right? So the companies will see how much confidence you have, right? So that you will, if I give some task to you, they'll just see how much confidence you have to finish that. It is not that how much subject knowledge you have. They don't expect a rocket science as a starter from you,
Yes, sir.
right? So it is just who needs to decide which module you need to pick up. But as I said, we can discuss it later if you can contact me.
Yeah, okay, sir, definitely.
Yeah.
Any more queries from second year, please?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, who is this?
Hello. Good evening, sir. My name is Sudha.
Yeah, Uda, please. Go ahead.
So, yes, sir. As I have a question relating to marketing. So, marketing is not just confined to persuade customers. Of course, it's a ultimate thing to attract the customers or get converted your clients. But is there any scope in SAP for digital marketing?
Well, that depends. Let's say I am a SD consultant, right? So SD stands for sales and distribution, right? So as a consultant, I know what I'm doing, but the suggestions, could someone please go on mute? Is it Prashanth or someone?
Hello, please. Somebody is going there. Niklesh, you please mute yourself, Niklesh.
Yeah, thank you. So I should be knowing what goes in the real ground to design a solution to the customer, right? Even if it is a software, it is just like selling a product, selling SAP, selling service to the customer, right? So when I suggest or design a solution, I should be knowing what goes in the real ground, right? So if you start a career in sales and distribution and then step into SAP, that is obviously a good option, because you will have both the knowledge, like the sales knowledge and then the software knowledge. Did I answer you correctly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Prashant. Yeah. So we'll take a last one. We're running short of time, ladies and gentlemen. Any last question can come in. Otherwise, we'll close the session. Yeah. So I don't think there are any more questions coming in. So that's all, ladies and gentlemen. We have with us. We had a very good presentation by Prashanth from UK. Prashanth, you made everybody definitely think about going to other countries in terms of in terms of their placements, not confined to only their cities or otherwise that is India. So you can also go to other countries, because now no doubt there is a bleak situation, but otherwise we can definitely move on in the coming days. Let's hope for the best. Thank you, Prashanth. Thank you very much for coming in and giving your valuable time at this hour. So we are very much obliged by your talk over here and giving very good insights to the present batch students. Thank you, Prashanth. Thank you. We'll be in touch with you once again.
Yeah,
And we also expect you. I'll be definitely sharing your number with some of the students, so that please clear their doubts, so that they don't know whether even they have their prospects, or otherwise they have their ideas to go for such type of courses, or otherwise jobs in the future, like there is with the SAP as important module. So thank you, Prashanth, once again. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe, stay safe here in London.
Thank you, and all the best to everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, see you.
Sir, namaste, sir. Good evening, sir.